Hello students, today I am going to explain you the chapter from your supplementary reader, that is Snapshot. The name of the chapter is The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse by William Saroyan. Very important point students, I have explained this chapter in the form of notes as note making is included in your syllabus. You must know what are notes and how they are useful. Making notes is a complex activity which combines several skills. Note making is useful as it saves time, energy and the space at the working place while attending a lecture at school or in college, in a meeting, etc. It enhances the confidence to revise the topic whenever we want. So, notes are very useful for revision. Note making basically involves noting the main points of whatever is read or heard, as one cannot be expected to remember all that one has read. So students, today I have just prepared the notes for better explanation of the chapter. Yes, the Garuglanian family. The Garuglanian family was poor as they had no money. Their whole tribe was poverty stricken. Poverty stricken means suffering from extreme poverty. But most important of all was that they were famous for their honesty. From a long time, they had built up a reputation for being proud and honest. They would never even take advantage of anyone. As you might have gone through the PPT, in that I have explained the summary of the chapter. And you very well know that there are two main characters in this story. They are the two Armenian boys. One is the Aram and the second one is the Murad. Aram is 9 years old and crazy about horses. Murad, 13 years old, a crazy streak, adventurous, lived life to fullest, ready to take risk, full of exuberance, did not mind breaking rules of the family, meant to harm, very confident, warm-hearted and generous. Cared for his cousin Aram, and very important point about Murad is that he had a way with animals, birds and farmers. Aram recalls of an experience. Aram remembers an experience when he was 9 years old. The world for Aram at that time seemed to be delightful and joyous. Murad, whom everybody considered crazy, came at 4 in the morning and woke up Aram by tapping on the window of Aram's room. It was summer, with daybreak just around the corner. Aram jumped out of bed and could not believe his eyes. Murad was sitting on a beautiful white horse. Murad asked him to be quick if he wanted to ride. Aram had always longed to ride. Longed means he was having a strong desire. Longed to ride a horse, but they were poor. They couldn't afford a horse. Yes, as you know, the very important climax of the story, Murad steals a horse. Aram's explanation about the white horse, because he was having a longingness, or he was crazy about the horse. Aram asked Murad if he had stolen the horse. Murad called him out instead of answering. Aram was sure that the horse was stolen, as they were both very crazy about riding horses. To console himself in a childish manner, Aram thought that stealing a horse for a ride was not the same as stealing something like money. It wouldn't have been stealing until they offered to sell the horse. Aram could not resist the offer. Aram got ready and jumped out of the window. As they lived on the boundary of the town on Walnut Avenue, there was a vast countryside full of orchards, vineyards and irrigation ditches nearby. In a few moments, both Aram and Murad were having a wonderful time riding the horse. Murad started singing out of excitement and enjoyment. The crazy streak in the family. Yes, as we all know, Uncle Khushro, he was having a big build, big mustache, black hair, booming voice. Instead of speaking, he used to roar, gets easily irritated, impatient, and shuts off others by roaring the refrain. It is no harm, pay no attention to it. Murad was considered the natural inheritor of the crazy streak of their tribe. Before Murad, Uncle Khushro was considered as crazy in the family. Khushro had a powerful head of black hair and the largest mustache in the San Joaquin Valley. Murad was considered a crazy boy, though his father, Mr. Zorab, was a practical man without having any crazy streak. Aram rides the horse alone. After enjoying the horse ride together, Murad wanted to ride the horse alone. Murad kicked the horse and it started running. After 5 minutes, Murad stopped. Now, Aram also wanted to ride the horse alone. Murad was not sure that Aram could ride the horse alone, as he did not know that how to control a horse. Aram leaped onto the back of the horse and for a moment felt a fear like he had never felt before. He kicked into the muscles of the horse. Then it started running. Instead of running across the field, the horse ran to the vineyard and leaped over 7 vines before Aram fell. Murad came running as he was worried about the horse. He wanted to get hold of the horse and take him back before anyone could see him. The horse got lost. Both of them searched for the horse in different directions. It took half an hour for them to find it. The boys decided to hide the horse. It was morning and Murad was thinking either to take the horse back or ride it until the next morning. Aram concluded that Murad was going to hide it. Aram again asked Murad if he had stolen the horse. Murad avoided answering the question. He told Aram to tell everyone that they started riding the horse that very morning if someone found out. They took the horse to the deserted vineyard of a farmer named Fatwajan and hid it in the barn. Aram visits Murad and he informs him about John Byro's visit. In the afternoon, Uncle Khushro came to Aram's house for coffee and cigarettes. The another visitor arrived, a farmer named John Byro. He said that his white horse, which was stolen the previous month, was still missing and untraceable. John Byro also explained that his carriage, the surrey, was no good without a horse and he had to walk 10 miles to reach there. Aram informed Murad about John Byro. Aram went to Murad and informed him about John Byro's visit. He further informed Murad that he should not return the horse until Aram had learnt riding. Murad replied that it would take him a year to learn and they could not keep a horse for 1 year, as it would amount to stealing. Finally, they decided to return it after 6 months to its true owner. Every morning for 2 weeks, they rode the horse. Every time the horse threw Aram and ran away. But Aram kept his hope alive and hoped to ride the horse the way Murad rode. One morning, they were on their way to the vineyard when they encountered John Byro. He inquired about the name of the horse with them. Murad said that its name was My Heart. John Byro kept observing the horse very keenly. The boys decided to return the horse. The farmer looked into the horse mouth and found that the teeth matched those of his stolen horse. He said that he could swear that the horse was his. if he didn't know their parents and the fame of their family for honesty. But the horse appeared to be the twin of a stolen horse. Early the following morning, the boys took the horse to John Byro's vineyard and left it there. The dogs followed them silently. Adam thought that they would bark. Murad said that he had a way with dogs, and that's why they didn't bark. That very afternoon, John Byro came to the narrator's house. He was very happy and thanked God. His horse had become stronger and better tempered. Uncle Khosrow again shouted at him to be quiet, as his horse had been ridden. The theme of the chapter is that many of William Saroyan's stories are about his childhood experiences among the Armenian American fruit growers and deal with their sense of being uprooted. The story deals with two Armenian boys who stray away from the values of trust and honesty for which their tribe is famous. The elder one, Murad, steals a horse with a view to enjoying horse riding, and the younger one, the narrator, does not want the horse to be ridden before he has learned to ride. However, when they are found red-handed by the owner of the horse, they decide to return it to him, steadily, lest the fair name of their tribe is blemished. As long as the horse was with Murad, he took very good care of it. Thus, the story deals with the theme of the adventure and thrill of youth and strong tribe character. It also emphasizes the need of avoiding stereotypes in one's judgment for others. Thank you, students. I hope you have understood the chapter and you might have also learned how to prepare notes for a particular chapter.